Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I want to talk about some breaking news. The Brooklyn Nets are willing to trade James Harden before the deadline. Okay, they're ready. The Brooklyn Nets have came out and said they are more than ready to get rid of James Harden before the deadline. And they're talking to the Sixers to facilitate a deal. So this is according to the Athletics. I want to hear right now down below, do you guys believe these rumors? James Harden is going to get traded for Ben Simmons. Do you think Tobias Harris is going to be put in that package? So let's get right into it. The Philadelphia 76ers are expected to pursue Nets star James Harden in a trade that would include Ben Simmons, sources told The Athletic. Brooklyn is believed to be open to discussing a trade with Sixers for Harden ahead of the NBA's February 10th trade deadline, according to sources. There's an expectation that both the 76ers and Nets will engage in dialogue on a deal centered around the two stars in the next week, multiple sources say. Philadelphia currently has multiple role players in Seth Curry, Tyrese, Maxey, and Matisse Thybulle that could sweeten a potential package. Still, there is no urgency for the Nets officials, okay, who have had the steadfast belief that the current core as is, has the means necessary to be a championship caliber team. However, it is believed that there are openings that could offer to elevate the team and make them a more well-rounded franchise to pursue a championship. Beyond availability, sources say that there have been growing concerns over Harden's playing style, one of ball dominance, and his own pace from his NBA MVP and All-NBA days in Houston. There's a contrast with the free-flowing, organic approach from his two co-stars. Harden was named to his 10th consecutive All-Star team last week and remains a threat all over the floor despite a down season offensively. Okay, points per game are his lowest since his third season in the NBA, which is 2011 to 2012, and his field goal percentage of 41.4% is the lowest since his rookie year. And Simmons, on the other side, has yet to play the season after requesting a trade, okay, in the offseason, and then informing them he's not going to play. So it's pretty wild that a James Harden deal is potentially going to be happening. And I think it's crazy because along with the potential of improving the roster depth, the Nets appear in the need of change in what is a critical year in Kevin Durant's prime, with a player option looming for Kyrie Irving in the offseason. The organization believes they have championship expectations, and especially with Joe Harris now needing a second procedure, it seems, okay? And it's weird because their availability together has been a major concern, okay? In the 16 games the three players have played, they're 13-3, which is amazing. They're super destructive. But the biggest thing with, being the best quality is availability. No matter how good you are, the best quality is availability. You could be Brandon frickin' Roy, but where's Brandon Roy? Retired because of availability. And beyond availability, sources says they're growing concerns, like I said, about his play style. And Steve Nash has met with his team stars over finding the balance and most beneficial styles. Although there has been bright spots, too often the team has reverted to more dry offense at the end of the games, especially against elite defensive teams. And that's game plan tend to shift depending on when Harden is on and off the floor, okay? And I think that's a point of contention from the coaching staff and players. And there's an expected openness to engage, like for a deal between the two sides. And it has opened the door to, the possibility of a major blockbuster deal to occur on the deadline week, which means Morey and the 76ers are primed to have their shot at Harden in season, a potential deal that once seemed only possible this coming summer. But the Sixers want their star player and they want to get a championship ASAP Rocky. And Harden's met with the threshold of that, and he has a history with Daryl Morey, and Harden and Joel Embiid are kind of perfect. And the Atlanta Hawks have been the most engaged with the Sixers in recent weeks. They have discussed a deal with the Sixers of John Collins, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and multiple draft compensations for Ben Simmons. Doesn't seem like the Sixers want that, while the Kings have made it clear they've moved on from Ben Simmons. The Timberwolves have remained in conversations but are unwilling to meet Philadelphia's high threshold for draft pick. Minnesota has indicated their openness to discuss a package that includes Simmons and Tobias Harris, but the offer would not come with draft capital from the Timberwolves, and so it would just kind of be like a salary dump. And they're in a postseason picture, so the Timberwolves don't really want to mess things up. So the teams around the NBA have believed that Ben Simmons' deal would wait until the offseason, but as the trade deadline nears, all eyes are now firmly on the Sixers and Nets to possibly get a deal done. There's a renewed sense of urgency around the Nets, who have lost 6 straight games entering Friday, and it could create a domino effect for several teams that sets the stage for this coming trade deadline. So, what do you guys think? Are you guys with me on this, or is this too far-fetched? That's the video, guys. I want to hear your thoughts down below. As always, till next time, guys. Peace out.